Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be going over a should you summon for the new 1000-year Blood War Kensei and Shinji mid-month banner. I feel like it's kinda obvious what people are going to be doing since I did do a community poll the other day, and to my knowledge it's not the best. It's 18% hyped, 25% it's alright, and 57% skipping out of 4,000 votes. Kinda crazy, but I mean, it's kind of reasonable because the character selection I think it's all right. I like Shinji; he's really cool. Kensei is, he's Kensei. It's also a 2-character banner. It's a mid-month banner, and it's right off of anniversary. So most people are probably not gonna have enough orbs to actually go deep on this banner, unlike a few people I know. But for people who are curious, I don't think it's a must summon. I generally don't, unless you're trying to be in a top-tier guild. I don't think you need Shinji, and honestly, I don't think anybody realistically needs Kensei because of his killer. But let's go through the banner. It is the 19th to the 31st, so you can see what end of month is potentially if you want to. I need to move my mic a little bit. There we go. And then let's just let me show the filler real quick. Actually, first the filler. Let me know down below. What is your preferred filler, by the way, guys? Now, I know in an ideal world you would want to change it either way, but for the filler, we got the 12-character banner, 2 new characters, and 10 older characters since it's a 12-character banner, but no 1.5% super old rates. Or would you prefer where it's 9 characters, and then you get the random 1.5% 5-star rate? And also, what's your take? I think that this format is better. In terms of like the characters, like Ikkaku, Shunsui, Jushiro, instead of the old 2020 Masaki, Ishin, Ryukin, those kind of characters always being on every 1000 or Blood War banner. I prefer this. Now, as for me, I don't need that many characters realistically outside of like Ikkaku, Shunsui, and Yukio dupes, but for a lot of people, they probably skipped all these mid-month banners, and that's why I think that it's actually a pretty good format outside of the 1000 Blood War banner, unless you just somehow got lucky, and didn't pull Masaki or Ishin and Ryukin and those kind of characters, because people were just complaining that we had Ichibei on the banner, 1000 Blood War. And now they're complaining that we don't have 1000 Blood War on this because you're not going to get Retsu Unohana or 1000 Blood War eyes in them on every single filler banner. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think. But yeah, this is the banner. It's a very good format as well, by the way. The Crown Summons format. Every 3 steps, essentially, you get a 5-star character guaranteed. So 3 and 13, guaranteed 5-star. 6 and 16, a guaranteed 5-star. And then at 10 and 20 is a new 5-star character guaranteed. It's either going to be a Kensei or a Shinji. So by step 20 minimum, you will have both of the new characters. And then you get a pity at step 25. No 50-step banner, though. But yeah, let's go over Shinji. I think he's going to be very good. The only thing I'm curious on is his strong attacks. I'm not exactly sure on what his strong attacks is. All I know is that the SA1 is like Christmas Noel. It has a lot of hits, but has a lot of pushback. I cannot remember exactly what his SA2 is, and then his SA3 is just a full screen strong attack. And he has confusion and weakening in all of his strong attacks, which I think is pretty cool. Curious to see how that goes. Because, like, if they're confused, are they just going to run away from you in Guild Quest and, like, slam into a wall and be out of strong attack range? Very curious how that goes. But just so you know, I don't think it's a must summon. I'm going 3 steps, and I'm out. I'm going for the first 5-star, and that's it. I'm saving for end of month. I think end of month would definitely be a much more worthwhile banner. But Shinji himself is a very good character. I don't understand why people are saying he's bad. The only thing I would say is that I wish he had 2 killers. Squad Zero Killer Plus is very cool. Oh, my God. Squad Zero Killer Plus is very cool, but I still prefer 2 killers. He has the SP boost of 40% as his soul trait. He has innate skills of Sprinter plus 1. He has Havoc plus 20%, and then he has freeze duration minus 100%. His attainable skills, the only thing I will say, I wish he had Long Strider or something, or extra damage to weakening instead of Bruiser. Or just give him it as a 10th skill. Give him Long Stride and then damage to weakening instead of Bruiser, and boom, he'd be absolutely insane. That is my only gripe I would change. I guess you could give him complete status immunity as well, but he's a mid-month, so Fair enough. He has Bruiser of 50%. He has Berserker of 50%. He has Frenzy +2, a Debilitator of 5 seconds. Increased status summon chance against Soul Reapers, which is very nice. He has Guard Break. He has an additional 80% SP boost, so he has 120 in total. He has damage to confused enemies +6%, so every time you confuse an enemy, you deal an extra 6% damage. He has Weakened Defense, which weakens their defense by 30%. And then he has Strong Attack Recharge Time -12%. Another notable thing that I will say is that I'm kind of annoyed. I didn't realize this on my first video until someone pointed it out. He is Captain and Hollow affiliation. When is this Shinji a captain? I honestly didn't know he was a captain. No, he is. Never mind. I forgot. He got it in Thousand Boa. For some reason, I thought he got it in Hell Arc. I'm thinking of Iba. But he's captain in Hollow. So you can't use the Swimsuit Jushiro or the Soifan, I believe, is the two Soul Reaper boosters. The two Technique Soul Reaper boosters. So that's very annoying because I assume that they will sell a Captain Technique booster character in the near future, or Hollow Technique future booster like Akon, or kind of like Gremmy, stuff like that, or you know, like the Zagetsu that we used recently, or the Toshiro, stuff like that. I assume they'll be making another character like that, which is kind of annoying because then you'll have to summon for them to make this Shinji absolutely excel. But either way, he's going to still be an absolutely insane character. And now let's go over to Kensei. I just don't care about this character, to be honest. He has weakening in all of his strong attacks except for his SE2, which is a boost. And since he's a melee character, it is fine. He has Hollow Killer only, which is one of the most worthless weeks, unfortunately, because we already have a pretty decent booster. I would have preferred it as a different Guild Quest week, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's not bad, but it's just like, definitely could have been a different killer that actually needed it, to be honest. There's the one that Grimmjow got. I don't know what week it is. The most recent Nad Grimmjow needs a booster. And then there's also the Espada GQ could also have used a booster. So kind of unfortunate that they didn't get it. But he has a soul trait of damage taken -21%. He has sprint trait of 1, guard break, decreased hollow damage taken -20%. He has attainable skills of long reach +20%, enhancer. He has poison duration -100% for his GQ week. He has a booster ability. He has melee damage +10 or +30 in GQ, bruiser of 70%. He has poise. Can't get knocked around. He has team party captain normal attack damage +20%, which is pretty cool, but it's in one where like you don't even really need Nad characters at this point. Like the characters in Hollow Week are just so broken. And then he also has killer effect +30 or +50 in GQ, and then he has flurry +1 or +2 in Guild Quest. So yeah, he's just a whatever regular normal attack damage character, except he did get an interesting skill, you know, the team party bonus. Like, it's not new, I'm just saying it's interesting, it's nice. But outside of that, nothing really too crazy. I feel like people might, if they end up pulling him, they will use him as a Meninas Link in Brave Battles, and that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much the banner. I will go over the filler now, just quickly. I'm curious, by the way, let me know if you're going to be summoning. Best of luck if you do. But going on to Xiaolong, he was a whatever character when he dropped, and he's a whatever character now. He has no real use. He is a ranged Squad 0 killer, so if you don't have... That was Shinji, isn't it? He's the ranged Squad 0 killer? Yeah, Squad 0 killer. He is ranged, by the way. If I forgot to mention that, he's ranged. So either if you don't have him or Macy or the Captain, like, Soul Society Aizen, the speed one, like from the Turn Back the Pendulum arc one, he could be decent. But he might be usable, I guess, the Xiaolong. But he has full stamina only, increased strong attack damage plus 40% as a link. He has lash rate as all of his strong attacks, including his soul bomb. He has team party heart attributes, character strong attack damage plus 20%, berserker of 60%, damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%, damage to lacerated enemies plus 60%, debilitator of 2, devastation plus 40, frenzy of 1, increased status summon chance against mind attribute enemies plus 10, and strong attack recharge minus 12%. Like, I think he has decent skills. Like, he has good, you know, berserker 60, more full stam, damage inflicted at lacerated enemies. It's just that he only has frenzy of 1. And I believe his strong attack kit is just not that great. Like, does he have Havoc, actually? Maybe he doesn't have Havoc. That's what kills him. Okay. So he has no increased range. So yeah, definitely his strong attack kit that holds him back because he doesn't have any increased range. that is unfortunate. Now for Ikkaku, one of the best characters for Range Squad 0 week. Actually, I think Range Squad 0 could have literally used like a booster, because Ikkaku's only a debuffer. I just realized that. I thought he was the booster, but no, he's only the debuffer. So they definitely could have used a character. But I guess Shinji was the character to replace Macy. But he has normal attack damage plus 30%. He has a debuff on his SA2 and no status summon, so he won't be stealing your proc. He has half stamina only, decreased damage taken minus 50%, which is fine, I guess. Half stamina only, increased normal attack damage plus 30%, which is a bit weird because it's like, why would he want to be at low stam? Maybe you could build him as a low stam character, have him have last ditch and whatnot, but that just seems kind of annoying to work with. He has Team Party Soul Reaper, normal attack damage plus 20%, Bruiser of 40%, Diminisher plus 10 seconds, Flurry plus 1, Killer Effect plus 30 or plus 50 in Guild Quest, Poise, and then range damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ. So yeah, he's a very good character. His first two skills are kind of like, why, to be honest? Like, could have just used something else. Yeah, he's good. He's a very, very good range character. He makes Nightmare with Macy so much easier, especially because it is ×3 damage now and not going to be ×5, so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But now into Shunsui, basically the exact same character as the last two, just a NAD booster. He is for Melee Hollow Week, which is crazy. He's ranged. Okay, he's ranged hollow. I was like, why did we get another melee hollow? But okay, ranged hollow booster. He has no strong attack, no status summons on any of the strong attacks. He has a Team Party power attribute, character normal attack damage plus 20%. He has a booster plus 30%. So that means with the enhancer ability, he will have the 43% attack, focus, and defense skill, a bonus. He has Bruiser plus 60%. Enhancer plus 10 seconds, a flurry of 1. He also has guard break, so any NAG character with guard break, by the way, you can use him outside of Guild Quest, which is pretty cool if you like the character. He has killer effect plus 30 or plus 50 in Guild Quest. He has poise. He has range damage plus 10 or plus 30 in Guild Quest. So yeah, very, very good character. He helps out quite a bit. That's all I can really say about any NAG characters nowadays. Jushiro. The only really good thing about him is him being a plus 10 potion character. Not really a good link. And then these two skills. Team Party Technique Attribute Story per damage to status element affected enemies plus 40%. And then Team Party Technique Attribute Story per strong attack damage plus 20%. Very, very good for like Ichibei or Toshiro. The Safui Toshiro. I can't think of any other Star Wars. Those are the main two that I use them on, but unfortunately you can't use this with the new Shinji, which is very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I really wish they would have at least changed it to where he's a Soul Reaper and Captain, or Soul Reaper and Hollow, or give him 3 affiliations for all I care, just so that you can use this character and the Soifon with him and make him an absolutely powerhouse. But yeah, he's a fine Guild Quest character. Not Guild Quest. He's a fine side as a Guild Quest, and then a fine Epic Raid farmer is where most people use him. Mila Rose is actually pretty darn good. I was using her in the other Epic Raid the other day, the Byakuya one, and she's actually pretty darn good, especially when you have a full team of her. She has the Arrancar Resonance, strong attack damage plus 10%. She has last round all of her strong attacks, including her Soul Bomb, a Berserker value of 40%, damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%, damage to last rated enemies plus 6%, a debilitator of 2 seconds, devastation plus 40, only a frenzy of 1, but still it's decent. Havoc plus 20%. She has melee damage plus 10 or plus 30 in co-op quests, and then this is the best thing about her. She has the power links on potions plus 10. Wish she got droplets, but either way you can at least equip links and you'll be fine. But she is very, very good. I need to end this video. People are getting crazy. Onto Yukio. He is a ranged spotter killer. I think the only booster for that week, so he is the absolute must-have, to be honest. This is why I think this banner is really good. It helps you get a bunch of Guild Quest characters that you probably didn't want to summon on, but because it's a pretty good banner, if you do summon on and you get them, it's a side bonus, and it's really good to help you fill out your Guild Quest rotation weeks. But he has normal attack damage plus 20% as his link. He's a ranged character with an SA2 boost, Berserker of 60%, Booster with 30%, Bruiser plus 40. He has the Enhancer ability, so you get the 43% attack, focus, and defense. And he has Flurry plus 1 only, which is whatever. He has Killer Effect plus 30 or plus 50 in GQ. He has Poise, range of damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ. Strong attack recharge minus 12%. I keep forgetting their innate skills, I'm not gonna lie, but that card break, spread to plus 1, and weaken duration minus 100%. So, yeah, thankfully, Caleb finally started making it so they're immune to their Guild Quest weeks. What a good idea that is. Made Orihime just one of the best boosters in the entire game, especially for a side in GQ, especially earlier on when Very Hard came out because they swapped the status elements on the ground. The main thing of her is mainly just because she's a pretty good range hollow killer. She's decent, and then she has multi-barrier +2, share complete status immunity, the best booster, the booster +30 and enhancer, so you know the 43% bonus, and then she has a SA2 barrier boost and complete shared status immunity. That's pretty much what she's there for, just to be a very, very good support in any guild quest. Outside of that, though, she's whatever. Like, she's good, but only as a side in guild quest. Okiura, he has fallen off, unfortunately, but he's still a very, very good character. He has weakening and burn on all of his strong attacks. He's also a hollow killer and an Espada killer, range killer. He has team party speed attribute, a wrong card damage to status summon affect enemies +40%, a wrong card resonance, strong attack damage +10%. He has berserker +40%, bombardment +1, complete status immunity, debilitator 5 seconds, devastation +40, only frenzy of 1, which is unfortunate, and no increased chance, so he's very RNG heavy. But he has Havoc +20%, and then SP boost of 80%. And then he has Long Stride, Sharpshooter, and Splinter +2. So very, very fast character, very, very fun character, until you get to like Nightmare Guild Quest. That's where you really start to feel him fall off, or in certain Limit Breaker quests. But yeah, very, very good character. Akon is actually insane. Every time I see his skills, I'm like, dude, how did they make this a premium character? So his killers, whatever, he doesn't have that much damage, but what he does do is he allows the team party to get a boost of speed attribute character strong attack damage +20%, and then speed attribute Soul Reaper damage to status and when affected enemies +40%. So Unohana, Kenpachi, there's probably some others, Senjumaru, Tensa, obviously though, that's mainly for like epic grades and IT, those two characters, which is very good considering he also has power links up potions +5 and super power links up potions +5. I always forget that he has those two abilities, so whenever I see an Akon join my lobby, I'm like, who are you? What have you done to my actual farmer? But he's a very good farmer, so if you see an Akon in your lobby, he's a goat. He's a goat. He'll make you one-shot those waves. But yeah, outside of that, he's just a really good premium character. More so a support though. And then this priority, he's decent. He's alright. He has paralysis and poison on all of his strong attacks. He has team party, mind attribute, Soul Reaper damage to status and affected enemies +40%. Ailment reversal, berserker +40%, a bruiser value of 20%, debilitator of 5 seconds, devastation +40, frenzy of 1, guard break, hit enemies, havoc, and SP boost of 80%. He's a pretty decent side or main in Espada GQ. Not like the best, but he can definitely work if you get some dupes into him and have some good sides. He also has full stamina only, increased strong attack damage +40%, chance to inflict paralyze and poison every 5 seconds at a 12% chance for 2 seconds, and he has Sprinter +1. So yeah, he's alright, he's decent. But yeah, that is going to be the video. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. I think it's a decent banner. Definitely not a must summon though. Like if you want to go like minimum, or if you just want to go like 10 steps, guarantee one of the characters, go for it. Or even just go for 3 steps and try your luck. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully I pull one of them. But either way, I'll pull a dupe that I could probably use. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Best luck on your summons and take care.